But I remember, for some reason or other, being very excited when Fidel Castro made the revolution in Cuba. I was a kid and I remember reading that. And it just seemed right and appropriate that poor people were rising up against rather ugly rich people. And at that time, we'll talk about Cuba now, I was very excited and impressed by the Cuban Revolution. And there was Kennedy and Nixon talking about which particular method they should use about destroying the revolution. Kennedy was saying that Nixon was too soft on communism. We pick up a point that Rick was making. In Cuba, we should deal firmly with Fidel Castro. You know, when you read novels, people say there's a sick feeling in your stomach. Usually I'm sufficiently unemotional not to be sick, but I actually got up in the room and almost left the puke. What I learned, one of the things that I think I learned on my trip, you know, as a socialist, the word socialism does not frighten me, and I think it's probably fair to say that the Nicaraguan government is primarily a socialist.
How do you find the sincerity of Sandinista leaders?
I was impressed. Ortega is an impressive guy. You know, it's funny, sometimes American journalists talk about how bad a country is because people are lining up for food. That's a good thing.
When we were in Moscow, for example, I think most of the people here also were extremely impressed by their public transportation system. Also, I was impressed by the youth programs that they have. Their palaces of culture for the young people, a whole variety of programs for young people, and cultural programs which go far beyond what we do in this country.
The Venezuelan economy has been in free fall for years after oil prices collapsed, leading to widespread shortages of food, water, medicine, and other essentials. Protesters blame President Nicolás Maduro and his socialist government, which has seized control of many companies over the years.
African American, a woman candidate, a white male, someone gay or lesbian. On the flip side, only 33% of Democrats were comfortable with someone over the age of 75 as their nominee, and only 45% were comfortable with a potential socialist president.
You know, as a socialist,
only 45% were comfortable with a potential socialist president.